Afternoon. You're listening to Southern Miss Today. I'm your host, John Gibb. It's currently 12:40. Earlier in the show, we spoke with Dean of Students, Dr. Eddie Holloway, and Kristen Dupart and Jeremy Moore with the Clinton Global Initiative. But right now, we're going to wrap things up with Austin Howell and JaCory Fairly with USM's Economics Club. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, no problem.
So today we're going to talk economics, one of my favorite subjects. Actually, when I was in undergraduate school, I took an economics class, got a B in it, so I did okay.
That's not too bad.
Took macro. What's the difference between macro and micro? Do you know?
Yes. Macroeconomics is about the entire economy, or economies of like the nation's economy or different nations around the world, and it concerns things like public welfare and things like that. Microeconomy is your household, or the economy of your household, or the economy of a business or something like that.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about the Economics Club specifically here at USM? JaCory.
Well, recently we just started. We're not officially a club yet. We got to go through all the process. We have about like 12 members. I'm the VP. And
So Austin, are you the president?
I'm not the president. I'm a outgoing senior, so
Okay.
I haven't taken a position. Basically, there's about 12 members, but we've been having this economics forum the last 2 weeks and for 2 more weeks, and we've been getting lower, like underclassmen that are freshmen and sophomore mainly to come and engaging us with a discussion about current events. So that's what we've
Now,
been
are
doing.
both of you economics majors?
Yes.
yes,
Okay. And what do you want to do with that? Be an economist?
Well, I don't think I'm ready to go into PhD study or anything. I would like to go to law school.
Okay.
And economics is actually great for that. Economics majors actually do really well in the LSAT, statistically. So it's a great pre-law major.
What about you, JaCory?
I decided to choose economics once I seen the movie Moneyball.
Moneyball, huh?
Yeah, because I want to be a general manager for a professional sports club. So that's my story behind it.
Awesome. So the Economics Club is having a 4-week series on current issues in economics, and you're currently in the week 3 of that. Can you talk a little bit more about what that series exactly is, and then some of the topics that you've discussed?
Yes, it's been really cool. Like I said earlier, we've had mainly the people that come are people that are in 101, 201, or 202, which are economics classes that a lot of different people across a lot of different majors have to take. They can come and get some extra credit, but also learn a little bit more about the economics majors and what the major is, and learn more about topics that are going on in the world right now. Recently, last week, we did the economics of falling gas prices, and we've done the economics of
The free community college.
free community college
Free community, okay.
that Obama's proposed, and how that would affect the overall economy.
Okay, let's take a step back here. Gas prices. I know that's on the minds of many Americans. The cheapest I saw it here in Hattiesburg was $1.73 a gallon, and now it's back up to about $1.95. So what factors have contributed to that little increase that we've seen?
Well, it's been a number of things. One thing, the biggest thing, could be that China has had a drop in their GDP recently in the last quarter. That means that 1 billion people don't have as much money to spend on gas, and that's huge in the economy. So that's the demand side is down, and when there's less demand, there's going to be a lowering of price. Additionally, America is fracking and drilling more than we ever have. When we're creating all this oil. Well, when you have excess supply and demand goes down all of a sudden, that's going to cause prices to go down as well. But lower gas prices can be a really good thing and a really bad thing. If you work in North Dakota and you're fracking, maybe a bad thing. But if you're here in Mississippi and you're like the majority of people, you don't live on the coast or work at Chevron or anything, it's a great thing. People have more money in their pockets and they can spend more on the local economy. So I'm hoping that it stays low for a little bit.
Right, me too. In recent days, you had many top politicians, come out and saying that the low gas prices is a result of the policies put in place by President Obama. What do you think about that? Do you think the president has a huge say-so in that, or not?
I don't think he has a huge say-so. it's more with the world, or cause with our area being in the South, you know, you got the Gulf of Mexico. We have all companies out there. Like if you look at it, we didn't haven't had many natural disasters. So usually, like in 2005 when Hurricane Katrina, gas prices went up, and so but now around this time they've been going down, and then usually between September and October they use what you call winter gas, and it's kind of cheaper, so that's why.
So it really depends on international markets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, let's move on to another topic, cybercrime. I know you mentioned earlier that this was a topic discussed at your 4-week series. You know, especially in today's age where we have all these advancements in technology, cybercrime has really been a very pressing issue. So what do you think, can you talk a little bit more about that, actually?
Yeah, cybercrime is a problem. People are going away from spending more paper money, and they're going more towards electronic, like, you know, using credit cards and debit cards, and even having ways to pay on your cell phone and things like that. So that's great. That's convenient. But it's also easier for people to hack into your account and steal stuff. We saw that with there was a huge Target hack that they got into a lot of people's accounts. So, I mean, that's going to be a problem that we're going to have to face in our new electronic, economy. So, people, it's going to. I think it's an emerging industry about people how we can protect this, and the big data industry. In all is a growing thing, but I think there's going to be a lot of job opportunities for people that can learn how to better secure these electronic payment sources, because they're not going away.
Yeah, and then you got to think about the effects what cybercrime is doing to the U.S. economy, far as it costing 200,000 jobs, and over in the European countries, it costs 150,000 jobs. So, and then it also takes away from the intellectual property. So.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about the Sony hack and how that plays into it?
Yes. The Sony hack is, I think, really a devastating thing. Because when people think you can just make a movie, and you can make a movie independently, but to distribute it, you have to go through one of the big distributors like Sony or Paramount or something. So if this sets a terrible precedent, because if somebody wants to make a movie that's about something controversial, they're probably going to have a harder time distributing it, because now people are going to be afraid, if we make this controversial film about North Korea or something, somebody can hack into our system, because although they did recoup, they made some of the costs back that it took to make the interview, they lost a lot, and it definitely wasn't profitable. So I think this Sony hack sets a terrible precedent for the future of free speech in America, honestly.
Right. On another interesting topic, crowdfunding. How economics plays a part into that?
Well, recently crowdfunding has been increasing. The industry has. Last year, in 2013, it was up to like $5.1 billion industry. But it's basically just getting together with a group of people, and trying to get them to vote. Get their reputation out there, market or whatever. So
websites like Kickstarter, they're really exciting, because you can get a business started up with just support from the internet. So it's pretty cool, but it's kind of different than what a lot of people think. If you buy a piece of stock in Apple or something, then you own part of the company. If you invest into a Kickstarter business, you don't technically own anything, and if they don't make a profit, they don't even have to send you what they promise. A lot of times it's like, give me $10 and I'll send you one of this product that I'm making, or give me $250 and you'll be a producer on my movie. But if it doesn't get made, you're not really promised anything. So that's kind of a downside of it. But it's, like I said, it's really positive, because people can get these businesses started that maybe not they would have had a hard time finding a loan or something for previously.
Right. Well, it seems like there's a lot of great topics being discussed at these the series that your club is hosting. So how can people get involved if they want to?
Well, first, I just want to give a pitch for it real fast. This Thursday and next Thursday, we will be meeting at 12:15 and Gonzalez Auditorium, which is in the LAB, room 108. Please come, especially if you're in one of the 101, 201, or 202 classes. But even if you're not, if you're interested in econ at all, interested in even political science or something like that, please come and just listen and be a part of the discussion. If you want to be further involved, you can talk to Dr. Sandra Collins or myself, Austin Howell or JaCory Fairly, and we can help you get involved in the economics club and perhaps even in the major if you're interested even more in that. We would love to have people from different perspectives come and discuss these topics with us.
So Austin, you said that you're a senior?
I'm senior, yes.
And JaCory, what year are you?
I'm a junior.
Junior, okay. So, real quick, free community college. Sounds like a good idea on paper. Is it a good idea, in your opinion?
In my opinion, since I go to Southern Miss, I think about we got Jones Community College,
Right.
20 minutes the other way, and Pearl River 20 minutes another way.
Right.
And so our enrollment has been going down since last year and the years before. I think it would be a big impact on Southern Miss. So I don't like the plan because, from my opinion, because of where I go to school at, but somewhere else it may be.
JaCory and I actually have divergent opinions on this. I think that there are some downsides to it, of course, but I think that when we invest in, if we had free community college, that's us investing in our labor force. You know, some people that might have not went to college would if it's free, especially in some other areas where it's a little bit more expensive. And also, community colleges have the opportunity to train people in things that we really need. Not that we don't just. I mean, if you major in English, that's great. But if you go to community college and major in like plumbing or like electrical engineering or like welding or something like that, we really need those as part of our economy. So I think it's an exciting plan. The tax burden may be too much. I don't know. But stuff like that, it's just up for our politicians to decide. So we'll see.
Thank you guys for coming.
No problem.
We'll have all that information on our Facebook page. That is all we have for Southern Miss today. As always, put in your requests at southernmissradio.com. And listen in tomorrow because Madeline Bordelon has a great show lined up for you. That's all for today, but keep the dial right here on Southern Miss Radio.